Okay, here is BC's, British Columbia's, Canada, North America, deciduous fern. I told you in another video about our evergreen ferns, which most of them are evergreen, but this is our deciduous variety of fern, and see, it loses its leaves in the fall and basically dies back to the root and then sprouts new branches and new leaves. And it has already sporulated, and you can see the spores usually form on the back side here, but there are no spores. This has lost all its chlorophyll and lost all its spores, which are probably on the ground waiting to germinate next spring and grow into new sword ferns, is what we called them when I was a kid. And these were good for sword fights and for shooting and bow and arrows. They have a black rhizome on the end, I would call it, and I will show you. There it is. It's black, and this one's not so good, but usually they come out and they look like the end of an arrow. You can use them for bow and arrows, and they're black. The black was apparently a poison that would cause you to go blind if it hit you in the eye, let alone the trauma of being hit in the eye by an arrow like this. But anyway, this is the end of the British Columbia type sword fern. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual genus and species of this, but it is markedly different than the evergreen type fern, which is that one. See, that will stay green throughout the winter, even when it snows and freezes, whereas this one is all brown already. And we had our first frost a couple days ago, and that's finished off the project of turning these ferns brown, lose their leaves, die back, and grow back the next season, which will be in the spring, probably in March. And I can show you if you like. I'll make another video of them sprouting up from spores that have sporulated from the backside of the fern here, although you cannot see it. Okay, I did do a video on the evergreen coniferous, or actually deciduous, and there's another example. You can see the inner leaves there. It's losing the old leaves and growing new ones. The old leaves are brown, will fall off. This evergreen, this western red cedar, is not dead. It is just deciding to lose its leaves, some of its leaves. Most of them will stay. Like, look at, there's a nice branch up there, and the rest of the tree is all nice and green, but the inner leaves are brown and will fall off. And you can see them making a carpet on the ground there, which will add fertilizer to the soil and allow the plants to grow better. So anyway, here's the deciduous fern. Deciduous fern, deciduous fern, deciduous fern, and in there the evergreen fern. So here they grow together in British Columbia, Canada, and this is in Golden Ears Park. Okay, over and out. Have a good life.